Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the January 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for January. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's go ahead and get into it here, Aquarius. What's wrapping up and coming to a close? We have the summary affirmation card of efficiency. I like to see efficiencies. For those of you that don't know me personally, I do like business efficiency type work. So always excited to see this type of card. It means you're very effective, very efficient. I feel like you got a lot done in these last few weeks or months. So it's always a good feeling. But let's take a look and see what other messages we've got going on here, Aquarius. I apologize, it's dark out, there's a glare, but I will pick up and show every card to you. So if you can't see it, don't worry. First up, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. This could perhaps be a new pet as well. But it does seem like there's some new love energy here for you. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of going from good to better. This is advancing forward. So maybe this is like an advancement of a relationship and a proposal, an engagement, a marriage, having a baby, getting a pet together. But I like this kind of advancing forward together type card with the Eight of Cups there. This is going to be really positive for you as well. At the bottom, we have the Sun card. In terms of good card in the tarot deck, it really truly doesn't get much better than the Sun card, Aquarius. So this is great to see as well. This is success, joy, happiness. Again, all of those very, very positive things. Doesn't get much better than our Sun card. Let's go and take a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of being very healing, nurturing, supportive. I do feel like the relationship could possess some of those traits. Again, this could be healing and advancing forward. This is that nurturing, that support that this person provides. But again, I feel like this feels so positive. And if you look at the cup on this card, it's more of a trophy than a cup, Aquarius. And again, this is coming through as a win for you, a trophy type win. The next card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship, teamwork, collaboration. Again, I just feel like this is really high class, very high quality, so many good traits, very much so focused on teamwork. You know, that's important in a relationship. The communication, the collaboration seems to be there. Kind of all of the pieces are there. Looking at our bottom card here, we have the Seven of Cups. Tying back to our efficiency card, I feel like we were busy. We had a lot going on. You see there's something different in each of these 7 cups, so it just means that we have a lot of different things happening. The Seven of Cups can also be kind of like a non-committal card, but it does seem like we've committed now. The relationship's moving forward. We're advancing. So we did commit maybe after a period of not committing. And going back to our Sun card there, we're very, very happy we did commit. All right, looking at our next column now, let's talk about anything coming for just the month of January. General look here. We have the card connection. So kind of staying in the relationship vein, when we see a connection card, there's a relationship that's really important. There's a connection we have in this next month that's really, really important. So keep an eye out for this connection. Keep an eye out for this relationship. Could be what we were talking about previously. Could be something else. But those relationships really become an enabler when we see a card like the connection card. The first card we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. I feel like you don't feel like we need help, but I do think, again, there's a relationship that could be very beneficial, a connection that could be very beneficial here, Aquarius. So just keep an open mind. I think you know, but it's like good to have somebody maybe like double check or whatever that may be. The next card we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups has a literal meaning of wishes coming true. So we love to see the Nine of Cups. This is such a wonderful outcome here for you, Aquarius. Whatever you've been hoping for, dreaming for, wishing for. This is also a card of material abundance and good health. So I love that. If you haven't been feeling good, this is a great shift for you. And potentially this is a really positive money shift for you too. At the bottom, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very strategic, very intentional. Again, it's having a plan, going after that plan. This is, though, again, like seeking professional help or seeking help. So again, I feel like you think you got it down. You think you have all of the ducks in a row. But I would leverage the relationship. I would leverage connections we have. Especially like, let's say there's some sort of legal matter or contract behind this Nine of Cups wish coming true. Like maybe it's starting a new business. It's good to have a lawyer maybe look over all the paperwork or something to that effect. Woohoo! All right. So we have repeat Nine of Cups coming through. If you watch my videos before, you know I love when this happens. So again, wishes coming true. This is the thing that we've wanted so much. This again could be good health as well as abundance. So nice to see that card coming in twice. Definitely a wish coming true first thing at the beginning of the year here. The next card we have is the Fool card. The Fool card's the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. So really love this new beginning for you, this thing that we've been wishing for, this thing we've been hoping for. I always tell people with the Fool card too, it's like don't hesitate to jump in with both feet. It is really that thing we want, that thing we've been hoping for. At the bottom, we have the King of Wands. This is very bold, very powerful. Again, missteps could have an impact that we don't want. So I think it's good to almost like, there's somebody double checking here again. That's the relationship, that's connection. Just kind of a second set of eyes on them, but go to a professional, go to a trusted source here. I just feel like you're ready to make the moves, but a second set of eyes would be very beneficial. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So quick money message to start with. Chasing a dollar amount is pointless because numbers are infinite. You will attract more success by setting a goal that can be obtained and will energetically nourish you. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. So we have the King of Wands coming up again. So I feel like we're in this position of power. We're in this place to make moves. We're making big money moves right off the beginning, right out of the gate for 2024. It looks like here, Aquarius, and it makes sense because we have the Nine of Cups. Both of those meaning material abundance. So I think there is more money coming in, and then it's what moves we make. But we're positioned very, very well with the King of Wands. So I love to see that. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. Again, we need to go through all of our checks, all of our markers, all of our double checks. So be very traditional, be very conventional. Make sure all of your T's are crossed, I's are dotted. The Hierophant's a card of expectations too, and in this case, this is like better than expected. So again, really well positioned financially right out of the gate here for 2024. At the bottom, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance, harmony, moderation. This is a good card for budget, especially in terms of moderation. And it's nice since we're restarting the new year. This is a good time to reassess our financials, Aquarius, where we want to be, who we want to be, what our financial goals are, what our career goals are. So I definitely encourage a budget here with the Temperance card that helps with that moderation. But it does seem like we were like kind of busy going into the end of the year. I like this kind of balance and harmony. Maybe some of you didn't have enough work, maybe some of you had too much work, but this has got kind of that fine balance and a little bit of budget sprinkled in there for good measure. All right, looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of being very strategic, being very intentional. This is like a long-term, future-focused card. So again, we're really in the place to make bold moves, but we have to have a good plan. We have to have a clear plan. So just kind of echoing the message that we've said a couple times to this point. Double checking, making sure you have another set of eyes looking at it, just have everything aligned. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. This is going to put any like fears or worries to bed, which I like to see. You see this person's actually like sitting in bed with the Nine of Wands, so we can put those worries to bed there. And at the bottom we have the the Hermit. The Hermit's a card of going within for clarity. It's doing the things that feel very good for us. The one thing I will say is I feel like we need to be clear on what our financial goal is, what our career goals are. Sorry, just taking a quick drink of water there. With the Hermit, again, this is being clear on what we want, and then we can plan accordingly from there. We can budget accordingly from there. All right, taking a look at our next column now, we're going to talk about anything related to love. It says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, again, whatever you associate with love here. Aquarius. But first up, we have the Three of Pentacles. We talked about the Three of Pentacles earlier in terms of love. Again, there's a lot of partnership, a lot of collaboration here. So I really, really like to see that. In general, I feel like you can't have a relationship without that camaraderie, without that teamwork. The next card we have, though, is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can be a card of worry. So there's something I think we're worried about. We could be kind of like withdrawing or isolating because of that. That's the meaning of the Five of Pentacles. But the nice thing is we have the Judgment at the bottom here, Aquarius. So I feel like we're going to get insight. We're going to get information here soon with the Judgment card. We're going to get that kind of insight that we may need. This coming through as a card of clarity. Also, the Judgment card's always in your favor. So I like to see the Judgment specifically. Let's see, though, what other messages I can give you here in terms of love. First, we have the Death card. The Death card doesn't mean death, but it does indicate changing, transforming. It's like now is the time for some sort of change. So I don't know. Again, when we get this information, we get this clarity, when we see things through, it will ease our worries, but a change will have to happen because of it. So I do feel like there's going to be some sort of shift or transformation to a relationship here. The next card we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card. There could be some travel, so perhaps your partner is actually like away, and that's why we're feeling kind of lonely or withdrawn here. The Three of Wands, though, is very much so a card of making a plan. So I feel like we're going to get out information, and we're going to have to change because of it. We're going to have a plan because of it. We have the Eight of Swords, again, coming up. So we're a little bit withdrawn until we get this clarity. And again, I do feel like our partner could be gone, so that could be kind of some of that withdrawal feeling that we're having there, Aquarius. All right, looking now at our fifth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of ready but waiting. Very, very literal card. It's like you're ready to make a move on something, but we are kind of in this holding or waiting pattern potentially. Let's see what messages I have here, though, for you, Aquarius. Ooh, lots of new happening. So first up, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, this is typically new project, new idea, new inspiration, new undertaking. So there's definitely something new that's happening here. We have the Ace cards coming up twice. We do have the Two of Pentacles, though, coming through, and again, there's something that we need to wait on. It's like we need to weigh our options. We need to prioritize, so perhaps whatever this new thing is that we really want to go after, it's just not the priority in this exact moment. So be clear on our priorities, weigh out our options, make sure we're very clear on what needs to happen first here, Aquarius. And at the bottom, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So again, Ace cards mean newness. This is typically a new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of money news. So I feel like this new inspiration, this new undertaking, this new project is going to lead to money, but I'm just not sure that we're going to move on it right away. There's other things that have to come first. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, see what other insights I can give you here. First up, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card of communication. It's a card of collaboration. It's a card of honesty. I feel like you're going to find out information, and again, it could affect the priorities. We're getting clarity with the Judgment card. Remember the Judgment is always favorable for you. So I feel like the information we're getting out or the information we're receiving is good. The clarity we're getting is good, but it does affect the priorities. Something has to come first. At the bottom, we have the King of Pentacles. This is very solid, wise, practical. Again, we just have to be practical. We have to prioritize. We have to be clear on what priorities are. So I think this thing is new and wonderful, but again, I see something coming before it here, Aquarius, at least in the short term. Okay, let's take a look now at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Jack of Spades, number 52 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 9 of Spades, number 41 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 9 of Clubs, number 26 card. That's going to be a yes. So 3 yeses across the board. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of January. We have Carnelian, which is good for discoveries, vitality, courage, and really helps you handle things with ease. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. This is just a note for you. The best things in life are free, and it's important to never lose sight of that. So look around wherever you see friendship, loyalty, laughter, and love. There is your treasure. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius. I hope you had fabulous holidays, and welcome to 2024.